Hawaii's tropical climate and laid-back Pacific Island atmosphere are just part of what makes the state so special. Occupying the tops of massive volcanic mountaintops jutting from the sea, these islands have a diverse and beautiful landscape that varies from the stark lunar surface of the Kilauea volcano to lush green forests filled with exotic flowers. Waterfalls stream down the mountainsides like tears on the dramatic Pali coast, while ancient rivers have carved deep into the rock of Kauai to create the Waimea Canyon. The Big Island is home to an active volcano, and Oahu is home to Pearl Harbor and its rich history. Surrounding them all, the mighty Pacific is home to a plethora of ocean life, providing endless opportunities to snorkel, scuba dive, surf, or simply go for a swim after sunbathing. Perhaps the most special part of the islands, however, are its people, whose welcoming attitude make you truly feel like you are in paradise. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 rated tourist attractions in Hawaii. And there's something there for everyone, so make sure you watch till the end. Before we begin though, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel Trip Xtreme for more awesome top 10s, and make sure to hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. So aloha, let's cut to the chase. At number 10, Waipio Valley Lookout. One of the most scenic spots on the Big Island of Hawaii is the lookout over Waipio Valley. Surrounded by lush cliff walls, the fertile valley opens out to the ocean, where the black sand beach is met with white waves and blue water. Hiking in Waipio Valley is considered some of the best in the state, and many of the trails are suitable for beginners. For an extra special experience, local guides provide horseback riding tours of the valley, allowing you to enjoy the sights from a different perspective. At 9. Hana Road. The dramatic Hana Road, officially named Hana Highway, is a scenic 52-mile stretch of highway on the island of Maui that winds from Paia through lush forests and along the coast to the remote town of Hana. This trip is worthwhile for the sightseeing along the stunning drive, the things to do along the way, and the visit to the town itself. Attractions along the route include numerous hiking trails, waterfalls, scenic overlooks, and beaches. Hana's location, relatively cut off from the rest of the island, has allowed it to maintain more of a traditional Hawaiian culture than other towns. In at 8, Kona Coffee Living History Farm. The Kona Coffee Living History Farm is the only living history farm in the nation that is dedicated to the history and traditions of coffee farming. Costumed interpreters can be found throughout the grounds, going about daily tasks, from food preparation to farming chores, always happy to answer questions. You are free to explore the plantation, which still produces coffee, where you might even spot a Kona nightingale. You can also find tours of modern Kona coffee producers, including plantation tours at Hula Daddy and roasting facility tours at Mountain Thunder Plantation. Next up at number 7, Pali Coast State Wilderness Park. The Pali Coast State Wilderness Park on the island of Kauai contains some of the world's most dramatic landscapes. These were made famous in the film Jurassic Park, which shows a dramatic coastline with cliffs that seem to ripple, and the Wall of Tears on Mount Waileaile, named for the way in which hundreds of waterfalls weep from the slopes of the mountain. Some of the best ways to take in the scene are to approach by water or to take a helicopter tour to view the simply breathtaking sight from above. Expert hikers can try the Kalalau Trail, an 11-mile trek which traverses 5 valleys and takes a full day each way. At 6, Waimea Canyon State Park. Waimea Canyon, located on the west side of the island of Kauai, is often referred to as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. The canyon stretches over 10 miles long, reaches depths of 3,600 feet, and is a mile wide at some points. This dramatic spectacle can be viewed best from the 2 main lookouts, Pu'u Kapele and Pu'u Hinahina. The canyon's landscape features rock strata in varying colors and several stunning waterfalls. Guided tours along the many challenging hiking trails and rafting tours that explore the river below are available, and there are additional trails for all skill levels at the nearby Koki State Park. Next up at number 5, Haleakala National Park. Located on Maui, Haleakala National Park offers access to the inactive Haleakala volcano, which stands at over 10,000 feet. Views from the summit stretch across the entire island and are particularly beautiful at sunrise. The dormant crater is exposed, showing a lunar-like landscape, while other areas of the park are covered in subtropical rainforests, which are home to endangered species. Visitors can explore the many hiking trails freely or sign up for guided ranger-led tours, and the more adventurous can spend the night in the park, surrounded by one of Hawaii's most impressive landscapes. At 4. Volcanoes National Park. Located on the Big Island of Hawaii, Volcanoes National Park offers a unique, close-up look at an active volcano system where lava seeps from fissures in the earth. The surrounding landscape is shaped by cooled lava rock, both old and new, which has flowed over roads in a display of its unstoppable force. The park's centerpiece, Kilauea, has been active recently, including an eruption in January 2021 that formed a lava lake. Visitors should be aware that portions of the park are closed during periods of seismic activity that might pose a threat. The park has many things to do and see, including the Thurston Lava Tube, Devastation Trail, and the steaming Halima-Uma'u crater. During the area's most active periods, tourists have the chance of experiencing the thrill of feeling seismic activity, hearing the boom of gas emissions, or even seeing a pillar of ash escaping into the air. And into the top 3, Hanauma Bay Nature Preserve. Formed within the crater of a volcano on the island of Oahu, Hanauma Bay is a unique protected bay which has been popular with snorkelers for a long time. After overuse caused pollution and damage to the delicate reef ecosystem, restoration efforts have restored the bay to its original splendor, and it is again open to visitors. The Hanauma Bay Education Center is a great place to learn about the bay, and there are several snorkeling rental shops that offer lessons so that visitors can see the breathtaking reef system and its inhabitants up close. At one time, feeding the tropical fish frozen peas was a touristy thing to do. This practice is no longer allowed. Also, to safeguard the area for future generations, all first-time visitors are required to watch a 9-minute video on marine life, safety rules and preservation. Equipment rentals, including life jackets and snorkeling gear, are available at the kiosk in the park. Securing a spot in the pay parking lot can be tricky sometimes, as the 300-car lot fills up quickly in the winter. A per-person fee is charged to enter the park for those 12 years and older, although Hawaii residents get in for free. At 2, it's Pearl Harbor and USS Arizona Memorial. Pearl Harbor is a National Historic Landmark, an active military base that earned its place in history for the 1941 attack, which killed 1,177 servicemen on the USS Arizona. The site is now home to several attractions that are part of the World War II Valor in the Pacific Monument, including the USS Arizona Memorial, which floats above the remains of the sunken ship, parts of which can be seen protruding from the water. There is no cost for a tour of the memorial, however, reservations are recommended due to its popularity. The Pearl Harbor Visitor Center has free admission and is the meeting place for tours, including transportation to the Pacific Aviation Museum on Ford Island, where visitors can see World War II aircraft and artifacts, as well as experience landing an airplane on an aircraft carrier in a flight simulator. Other attractions include the USS Oklahoma, USS Utah, and the battleship USS Missouri, whose deck can be toured by visitors. And finally, at number 1, Waikiki Beach and Diamond Head State Monument. Waikiki, with its beautiful stretch of oceanfront beach, is Hawaii's biggest tourist attraction. A suburb of Honolulu, Waikiki is popular for its big resorts, dining, entertainment, and shopping. The Waikiki Historic Trail includes historic markers made of surfboards, inspired by Waikiki's own Duke Kahanamoku, an Olympic gold medalist swimmer and avid surfer. The boardwalk, known as the Waikiki Beach Walk, is lined with cafes and entertainment venues, while Kuio and Kalakaua avenues are where the bulk of the area's restaurants and boutiques can be found. Diamond Head State Monument sits at the end of the crescent-shaped beach, creating a distinctive profile on the coastline. It was once an important vantage point for the island's coastal defense, and a steep hike to the top brings you to the old bunkers and artillery control station and rewards your efforts with panoramic views. And there you have the top 10 greatest tourist attractions in Hawaii. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel Trip Xtreme for more fantastic top 10 lists. Aloha, and see you next time.